Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hoard up. Are you guys ready? I kind of am right now. Kind of going through like a sinus thing right now. Like my head feels like I'm being, two hands are like pushing them, pushing it together. My nose is kind of like runny a little bit in some parts of the day. But hopefully I can get through this, little hoarding up video. Some cool stuff is coming out today, like Dr. Sleep is coming out. I believe there might be a Steelbook edition of it out there in the wild somewhere, along with like Last Christmas and stuff. But yeah, there's also something else that's really kind of cool that's coming out to DVD today, and I gotta go out there to show my support to two of my friends. There's a film coming out called Restricted Area. I believe it's gonna be in Walmarts and maybe in some other stores. Not 100% sure, but Walmart for sure, I think. But I gotta go out there to show some support to some of my friends. Man, it's cool to see a movie that they're in stores. So we're gonna be heading on out. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of this video, for two Blu-ray reviews I have for you guys today. One, Dr. Sleep, which I got sent from Warner Brothers, and two, Pet Sematary 2, I got sent from Scream Factory, for free to review. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of this video if you guys want to hear my thoughts and opinions on those new releases. But let's get on out of here and see if we can find Restricted Area in the stores, baby. At the first stop of the day, Best Buy, baby. But I'm not alone. I got my best friend with me. Hey, Ethan, man. You ready to go hoarding? Yeah! Yes, right! We got Arctic Dogs. Is one of the movies that came out today. We also got Last Christmas. But Last Christmas is a movie directed by Paul Feig, who also directed,
Hey, look!
Well, I know, yeah. No, I know. He also directed, it's called a couple of episodes of Freaks and Geeks, was creator of Freaks and Geeks, and also directed that, the Ghostbusters movie. And they also came out over here with Black Panther, the 4K Steelbook. Now this is a nice looking Steelbook right here, but that's $35 though for the 4K. And the next one that came out, guys, is Dr. Sleep right here on Blu-ray and 4K. Of course, this is like the direct sequel to The Shining. I'll have a review of this one at the end of this video right here. And two of the other things that came out today is The Good Liar. I thought this was supposed to come out on a different date, if I'm not mistaken, but they have their own little, like, it's not at the new release rack, it's like on its own little, this little, table thing here. And they also have the Breakfast Club 35th Anniversary Limited Edition Steelbook Blu-ray, which I don't think there's anything real different about the special feature-wise, but it does come in this little locker, kind of Steelbook set right here, which I think is cool. What do you come? Who's that? Is that Mario?
That's Mario.
Yeah, but that's cool though. So it's only $14.99 for the Blu-ray of this one. Maybe because I already have the Criterion edition of the Breakfast Club on Blu-ray. So maybe if they ever did a 4K release, I may jump up on that one. Well, everyone, at the actual section back here, and they do have another Nicolas Cage movie that came out called Grand Isle. Hopefully I said it right. But his next big movie that's coming out to Blu-ray next month is The Color Out of Space. I can't wait to get that one on Blu-ray, man. That's the one I was at the premiere for, where I met Nicolas Cage and stuff. You guys are going to be blown away by that. The one that's coming out next month by him. There's also a Bruce Willis one called Trauma Center. I haven't heard a word about this one. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Let me know down below if it's worth getting or anything like that. But Waves, man. Waves one is probably one of the better films that came out this week that I absolutely adored. It's put out by A24. I talked about it in my last Hoarding Up video, but just a really well done, nicely put together flick right there, man. Like, holy shit. And Dragonheart, they're putting out these Vengeance, but like, I can't believe they're still making these movies. But of course, Playing with Fire came out today from Paramount Home Entertainment, starring John Cena and John Leguizamo. It was decent, just nothing I see myself needing to watch again, kind of flick. But it doesn't look like Best Buy has, or at least my Best Buy doesn't have that Restricted Area, the movie I'm looking for today, because I want to get it, show my support to my friends, and plus I just kind of want to see it for myself, At my next destination of the day, let's head on in there. Well, in Walmart right now, looking at the new release rack and seeing what they got over here. They do have Dr. Sleep on Blu-ray. Doesn't look like there's any like retail exclusives for that. And if there was, it was probably at Best Buy, like a Steelbook or something, and it might have most likely sold out and stuff. I didn't see it when I was at Best Buy. They got Arctic Dogs along with, Playing with Fire, I guess The Good Liar did come out today. I just don't remember seeing it on the websites. I saw the trailers to this. It looked pretty, pretty decent. A little like crime, crime thriller kind of flick. And of course, Grand Isles, the new Nicolas Cage one right here. Hopefully, like I said, I'm saying the name right to that one. But the one I'm looking for is most likely going to be, over here somewhere, like where they keep the, straight to DVD kind of flicks and stuff. I'm hoping to come across it in here, but they do have Mama Monster, which is a Shudder original movie. If you guys love horror films, it's put out by RLJ Entertainment. And oh, I think I see restricted area, man. I think I see restricted area, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. My homeboys Sean and Danny are in this one right here. I thought it was put out by Mill Creek, but it says it's put out by a company called ITN Entertainment. That company I don't think I've ever heard of before, but I thought it was Mill Creek that was putting this bad boy out. And I kind of like how this one is right here, and right underneath it is the Fanatic. Is the Fanatic, man. But of course, they have some other thing that wasn't at Best Buy. It was this Kevin Hart on Black History. This is put out by, what's it called, Comic Dynamites. It's like a company that puts out like, stand-up comedy specials. But I'm not 100% sure exactly what this is, but it has like, Weird Al Yankovic and a couple of other different comedians on it. Probably just talking about, Black History Month and stuff, but I haven't seen or heard about this one before, to be honest. But of course, they also have the new Bruce Willis flick, Trauma Center, which I'm kind of interested in. But let me know in the comments down below if it's really worth my time. But damn, dude, they got a handful of copies of Restricted Area, like 5 or 6 of them in this Walmart right here, bro. Yoink. Well, guys, just getting out of Walmart right now. Got what I came for. Got Restricted Area here on DVD, man. But there's also one more spot I'm gonna hit up. See if anything else cool came out today. At the final destination of the day. Well, good lord, it's cold. But let's get in there. And it looks like it's all the same kind of stuff, from all the other stores like Dr. Sleep over here. There's no retail exclusives for that, at least at my location over here. But like I said, I'll have a review of this one in just a few moments when I get back home. Playing with Fire, the Blu-ray edition, and of course Last Christmas, which I saw in the theater. Like I said, it was directed by Paul Feig and everything, and it wasn't horrible. It's a totally watchable flick, but it's also one of those ones that's kind of like a one-time watch, kind of movies and stuff. I was glad I saw it with my AMC A-list pass, that I had when I saw it in the theater. It was alright, I guess. It was alright. But of course, they have copies of Waves, which is probably the best movie that came out today. Next, this one and Dr. Sleep were 2 of the better ones. And of course, The Good Liar. But I kind of already walked around this little movie section over here at Target, and it doesn't look like they're carrying Restricted Area here at all. It seems like it's only Walmart and everything. And I don't know, is my Target the only one that has a shelf like this? Like you see the movies, and then you see this movie shelf, and then this one right here. I mean, have you seen this before? Like, you can go like this and just like kind of move it to see what's behind it. But like, it's just kind of a strange thing. Sorry, dude, my sinuses are going crazy right now. But let's head on home and I'll show you guys what I picked up. Well, I'm back home now from hoarding up. Only picked up one thing out there in a while today, and that is the Restricted Area DVD to show my support to Sean and Danny, dude. I heard that they're only in it for like the first 10 minutes, which I think is fucking cool. I have yet seen it, so I'm gonna be checking this one out soon. Just had to get to show my love and support, man. Danny, I love you, brother. But yeah, the other movie that came out today that I got a review copy in to review, but I haven't got a chance to look at it yet, is that Grand Isle. Grand Isle. I'll be hopefully talking about this one in the next hoarding up video if I get a chance to watch this on my to-watch list right there. But I also came home to a box right here. So this one says it's coming from Lionsgate. So let's unbox this thing before I do the review portion and see what this could possibly be. Let's see. Well, just opened the box right there, and as I was opening the box, my camera was like slowly falling down, and I wasn't even noticing. Is it doing it again? It's doing it again! It's doing it again! Don't fall down! Okay, stay. Camera, stay. Don't you fall backwards again. Don't you fall backwards again. But the one thing that came in the box today is from Lionsgate Home Entertainment, and it's Midway. here on 4K. I heard pretty damn decent good things about this movie. Of course, there's always someone talking shit about something, but this is a new film that's going to be coming out on Blu-ray and 4K February 18th from Lionsgate everywhere. If anybody's down to get it, I believe you can get it on digital download now. And it also came with this midway pack. Is it like sunglasses or something? Let me open this up and see, what Lionsgate has in store for us today. Because sometimes with review copies, they come with like, extra swag and stuff. It feels like it's like glasses in there. And it looks like it's glasses. Midway glasses like the guys wear in the movie. So let me take off my real glasses, put on these glasses, and I can absolutely see absolutely nothing in this. But do I look badass? Do I look badass with holding this Midway 4K up like that? Do I look like a badass? Alright, alright. But that's all that came in that box today, guys. So I got that one. And, of course, restricted area. Make sure you guys go out there, grab yourself a copy, show some support to Sean and Danny, dude. I have yet to see it, so I don't know if it's good or bad, but I just want to see it. But, guys, let's head on over to the other side of my room for some DVD and, or actually 2 Blu-ray reviews. I got 2 Blu-rays to talk to you guys about, so let's go to the other side of my room. Okay, guys, now on to the review portion of this video here. I only have 2 titles to talk to you guys about today for this one. The first one up I got from Scream Factory. Very excited about this release right here because I've been a big fan, of this little franchise since I was a kid, and that is the collector's edition of Pet Sematary 2 here on Blu-ray. This one, of course, is the sequel to the original Pet Sematary, which was based on a book by Stephen King. But this one right here, this adaptation of it, stars Edward Furlong, fresh off of Terminator 2. This was his second feature film in the, in his acting repertoire. And this one right here, it takes place where Edward Furlong's mom is a big Hollywood, actress, probably one of the most famous actresses, horror actresses in the world, and she dies in front of him on set, on the making of a horror movie, and like electrocutes, and she dies. She touches this thing that's electrocute, it's all electrified, and she gets shocked to death, and he's distraught about it. So him and his father, move. They moved to the small town, the same small town the original Pet Sematary was taking place in, and just to get away to try to start a new life. But Edward Furlong is just really still distraught over his mother's passing. He comes, he has to start a new school, and he comes across this new kid, and this new kid tells him about this Pet Sematary, and things happen, and you know what happens when you bury something at that Pet Sematary in these movies. It comes back to life, but it's not quite the same. But this one, rewatching this one after, for the first time in a long time, I still enjoy it. The soundtrack to this movie is amazing. I like a lot of the different songs that 90s songs that they used in here, because this was made what, 1991? It was made in 1991 and it came out in 1992, and it has a great atmosphere. I always really like this one. The first one and this one are both solid horror films in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but this cover, I don't know. I don't really care for this cover, really. You know what I mean? Like, this is I'm glad they have the reversible cover inside, like so the one I remember when I saw it on VHS, on the store shelves and stuff. I'm glad they added that on there, like they do anyway. But there's some new interviews in here. One like 13-minute long one with Edward Furlong talking about the making of this film and how he thought he was kind of like hot shit at the time because he was just fresh off of Terminator 2, and like he didn't know how what fame felt like, and it was really like slapping him in the face at the time. So he kind of came onto this set going, yeah, I don't really need to do shit, man. Like, I'm famous, bro. Like, he was talking about that and how he feels kind of weird about that now. But that was kind of a cool interview with Edward Furlong on here. You also get 2 of the other cast members talking about the film in separate interviews also. But we get a new 4K scan of the original film negative. So this movie hasn't looked any better, than it does right here on this new edition. But you also get a trailer, and that's pretty much it. On this Blu-ray, from what I remember, it's a handful of interviews, but the main one is the Edward Furlong one. But if you're a fan of Pet Sematary 2, just want to let you guys know that's out now on Blu-ray. Huh. I'm about to sneeze, son. I'm about to sneeze. My allergies are acting up like crazy today. But yeah, the next one up I got from Warner Brothers for free to review, and that is Stephen King's Dr. Sleep. I heard mixed reviews on this one when people were talking about that and when it was in theaters. This is pretty much a direct sequel to The Shining that came out, that Stanley Kubrick made, or based on a Stephen King book anyway. And it takes place, what, like 20 years later, and it follows Danny, the son of Jack Nicholson's character from the original Shining, and how he's dealing with the trauma of what happened at the Overlook Hotel. And now, he's still, he's suffering from, alcoholism and stuff like that, like his father did. But, like, now the Shining's is starting to come back to him. He's starting to see visions and shit. And there's also this little girl, that's in this in another part of the world that has the same sort of powers as Danny does, and she can like see weird things and stuff that's happening, and it's kind of freaking her out. But there's also this cult of like misfits, or I don't really know what these people are, demons or something like that are trying to find this little girl to suck the soul out of her. And Danny's out there trying to help her along the way. And it all, concludes at the Overlook Hotel. It was actually really enjoyable. You know what I mean? It's 2.5 hours long, so it's kind of longish. But if you're a fan of The Shining and the original Stanley Kubrick film, I think you guys will really like this one. It's a nice companion piece to that film. And Stephen King himself, as we all know from different interviews throughout the years, never really appreciated or really liked the original Shining that Stanley Kubrick did, because it didn't really follow the way that Stephen King saw it in his head and things like that. But like, I think he still appreciates it for what it is, because I believe that on here you get an interview with Stephen King and the director of Dr. Sleep talking about that and everything, which I thought was kind of cool as a special feature. You also get a regular making of featurette, talk to the cast and crew on how the making of the film was. But like, I really liked this one. I really, really did. You know what I mean? Like, I was really super surprised by it, because I heard a lot of like weird mixed reviews on it and stuff. But I liked it. If you guys see it out there, I highly recommend you guys checking it out. And the Blu-ray right here also includes the director's cut version, which is about 20 some odd minutes longer than the theatrical cut. I think the one I watched was the only theatrical one as of right now. But yeah, man, that's the only ones I have to show and talk to you guys about today. Is Pet Sematary 2 on Blu-ray, the new collector's edition from Scream Factory, and Dr. Sleep from Warner Brothers. Thank you, Shot Factory and Warner Brothers, for sending those over for me to review. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys made it this far into the video, I want you to say Edward Furlong rocks, so I know you guys made it to the end of this video. And I'll catch you guys all on the next one.